Alright, so we're going to take a look at Math Counts Team Round from 2016, and we are on problems 5 and 6. If x is a number such that 3 to the x plus 3 to the x plus 2 is equal to 9x plus 9x plus 9 to the x plus 2, what is the value of x 3 to the x power? Now this is, as an algebra teacher, this is a really cool algebra problem. It brings a lot of things together. So when I'm looking at this sequence right here, it really kind of looks like a quadratic that needs to be factored. So let's factor it. I notice that 3 to the x power goes into both terms. So that means I would have 3 to the x power times 1 plus, well 3x divided by 3x is 1. 3x plus 2 divided by 3 to the x is just going to be 3 squared. Oh, that's helpful. Which means I have 3 to the x times, well, that's 9 plus 1 is 10, is equal to, and over on this side, we have 9 to the x that goes into both of them, and 9 to the x divided by 9 to the x is 1. 9 to the x plus 2 divided by 9 to the x is simply 9 squared. So on this side, it gives me 9 to the x times 82. And remembering the rules of exponents, I know that 9 to the x can also be written as 3 to the x times 3 to the x times 82. And so now we're really trying to get, based on the problem, just 1 3 to the x. So let's go ahead and divide both sides by 3 to the x. 3 to the x divided by 3 to the x is 1. 3 to the x divided by 3 to the x is 1. Oh, so that leaves me with 10 is equal to 82 times 3 to the x power. Well, let's divide both sides by 82. Divided by 82. So we get 10 over 82 is equal to 3 to the x. So we've isolated 3 to the x, and my goodness, wouldn't it be tempting to just write 10 over 82 in the answer blank? But wait, we can't. We need to have all our answers in simplest form, and we know 2 goes into both of them. So we need to reduce this answer, and so 2 goes into it. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 2 goes into 82 41 times, and so there is my answer. All right. Number 6. This is another fun algebra problem. Really, this is a system of equations problem, because we can write 2 equations out of this one. And we know, thanks to this problem, that a standard US dime has a mass of 2.268 grams, and a standard US nickel has a mass of 5 grams. Diane has a large bag of dimes, and Nick has a large bag of nickels. Oh, isn't that convenient? Diane has dimes, Nick has nickels, same letter. If both bags of the coins have the same total mass, then the total value of Diane's coins is how many times the total value of Nick's coins? Well, let's deal with the value first. I know Diane has dimes, and each dime is worth 10. And, and I know for Nick, each nickel is worth 5. So I have 10D and 5N. And we are trying to get the how many times. So this is another statement of comparison. How many times? So we know that the how many times is going to be the number of dimes divided by the number of nickels. So let's go ahead and make the ratio of 10D over 5n, which is equal to 2 times dn. So in other words, she's going to end up essentially with twice the value, but we'll get to that in a second. So then, for our other equation, we know that we have the dimes, the number of dimes, times the grams, or the mass per dime. It's going to be equal to the total mass of the dimes. Same idea with the nickels. Each nickel has a mass of 5 grams times the number of nickels, and that's my mass. So, they have the same mass. So we know that these two are equal to each other. So, what we need to do now is we need to get this statement here. We need to get dimes over nickels. So, to get dimes over nickels, I'm going to start by dividing 2.268 from both sides. And that will give me D is equal to, and let's go ahead and pull up our calculator, 5 divided by 2.268, 2.204, and then I also want to divide both sides by n because I am looking for this ratio right here, D over n. So I get D over n is equal to 2.204. Now, remember, when we talk about value, it's going to be twice this ratio. So all we have to do now is multiply this by 2, and we get 4.4. And that's it. It's fun to try to stop this upside down.